Do you keep on attracting partners that really aren't good for you? Toxic partners, narcissists, emotionally unavailable people, emotionally immature people. I have a lot of clients who ask me, why do I keep attracting these narcissists? Why do I keep on attracting these people that are not good for me? And what I say is, actually, you don't attract them. That's not the problem. The problem is not that you attract these people. The problem is that you need to learn to have higher standards for your romantic relationships, and you need to learn how to detect the red flags. When it comes to toxic people, it's not as if they are magnets that you attract. It's not as if they go around looking for someone just like you, but there are certain things in your past, trauma wounds, that makes it so that you are a very easy target for them. That's probably why you keep on having this repetitive pattern. Let's say a narcissist, for example, casts out a wide net and they see who responds. Okay, so you, with whatever conditioning you have from your childhood, if you keep on attracting people like narcissists, then there's something within you where you have learned to tolerate that type of behavior. You have learned to fit yourself to a situation that's less than desirable, and you have probably practiced to fantasize love and believe in an ideal version of a person instead of really being able to seeing what's right in front of you. So it's not so much that you attract these people, it's that when you get into contact with them, you don't know that there's a big red alarm bell going off. Light going off, and you should actually leave. So people who had a really solid childhood, who are very secure in their attachment style, people who don't have many wounds from childhood, they would leave. You know, when they notice that this person, that there are a couple of red flags, when they notice that, they will leave. They will set a boundary. They will say, oh my God, that's not up to my standard. Whatever this person is displaying, this behavior that I'm seeing, it's not up to my standards. I'm not happy with this. I'm leaving. But if you have some kind of attachment wound, you've had trauma in your childhood, then you don't leave. If you're anxiously attached, especially, you don't leave. You don't leave. You don't want to be abandoned. So people with anxious attachment, they often have abandonment wounds, always. Actually, they have abandonment wounds. So if that's you, you're not going to leave. Once you've invested just a little bit into a relationship, maybe even once you've been physical and intimate with the person, you're already hooked and it feels impossible for you to leave. Is that resonating with you? That feeling of it being impossible for you to leave the situation. So it's more so that you stick around with the toxic people instead of moving away from them. There can also be something in this thing where you are attracted to them, not that you necessarily attract them, but that you are attracted to them because they seem familiar. If you've grown up with a narcissistic father or a mother or someone with borderline personality disorder, or just someone who is incredibly absent and emotionally immature, then that kind of uncertainty and dysfunction feels familiar to you and might even feel like love to you. You see, what needs to change is not that you need to stop attracting these people. It's that you need to set clear boundaries with these people. As soon as a narcissist realizes that they are around a person who has really strong boundaries, who knows how to say no, who stands up for themselves, etc., they're going to move on to something else. You know, when they see that they're not dealing with a complete self-sacrificing empath, they'll usually lose interest. Or if they're dealing with someone who doesn't want to engage in the drama, because let's be honest, with toxic people, there is usually a lot of drama involved. in the relationship. Maybe even from the beginning, there's a crazy ex who keeps popping up. There's a this and that. It's surrounded with drama, because these people, they feed off of drama. They want to distract themselves from their own problems, and drama is just a perfect way to do just that. You see? So as soon as you become a person who sets clear boundaries, who has a red flag detector that is working, then you're not going to find yourself in these situations where you go to that level with a person like that creates this attachment. Because if you have an attachment wound, like anxious attachment, you don't even want to risk it. You don't want to get to a place where it's out of your control, because it is out of your control with attachment wounds. You may think that, oh yeah, this person seems kind of toxic. I can see some red flags. We'll sleep together and it's just for fun. It's just for fun, right? If you have an attachment wound, it's never just for fun, because you will get attached. That's just how it is. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but until you've healed your attachment wound, that's how it's going to be. So you can't afford to just have fun with toxic people. You really can't. Okay, and I don't blame you for it. I don't blame you for it at all. I myself have attachment wounds as well. I know exactly how it feels. And I also have abandonment wounds. I know how that feels too. So I don't blame you at all. But of course, always work on yourself and work on these wounds with a professional, or with all the free resources online. Educate yourself on attachment styles, educate yourself on red flags, educate yourself on toxic people, narcissists. You can watch plenty of videos here on my page about that, or you can go to my Instagram or TikTok, where there are lots of reels about the subject as well. And little by little, you'll see less and less of these people coming into your life. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I ask you to like it and subscribe. It helps me understand what kind of content you like and makes it so that I can continue creating these videos for you. Thank you so much.